Hey guys, Editing Colin here. I just wanted to come on here real quick and say before we start the video that we are not professionals. I can't stress that enough. It's a huge disclaimer. We are not professionals or anything in the sort in the mental health field. We're just two guys who also experience what we're talking about. So there might be some triggering things in this episode as well, so take caution. But we just came on here to say our piece, and thank you for watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Drawn for Mental Health, just like the spin-off, the second version of Four Shades of Black. This is Colin. I am the person who's editing the video, so also go by Clanum. My website is in the description. It's also in the bio. Go check it out. And my partner over here.
Yo, what up? It's the African boy himself. My name's Benny, but I'm starting to go by my follow. So feel free to go in the typey place right there at the bottom. Be like, hey, my follow, gang. But welcome. I know we just saw each other like a couple hours ago on the other video, but I just want to say hi again. We miss you guys. It's we have some goodies for you today, and Colin's gonna introduce I guess I'll introduce the topic. So but whose idea was it to start?
Flashback to the freaking bloopers, apparently, when I said that he's starting.
Flashback.
Guys, we literally had a whole talk about this before the video. That's why I'm laughing loud. Like, we had a whole talk about this.
Bro, whose idea was it for you and me to start a freaking... Okay, anyway... Today we'll be talking about, depression, anxiety attack, and all of those goodies that we go through, especially when we hit a hard path or, rough time, things like that, and how different ways of dealing with it. And also, we're going to talk about what can possibly happen if you don't deal with it, if you don't talk about it, and you just let it sit there for a long period of time. So I'm gonna let my boy Colin over there, start us off. Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face.
You started, Benny.
No. We talked about this. You said no. Colin.
You start.
That was a whole different segment.
Anyway,
I'm always trying to do some stuff. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, bro. I'm just gonna start I'm just gonna set up my background here. Go.
Yeah. So, I'd say when it comes to just dealing with your mental health and having these different attributes to it that just makes it so much harder. It just kind of adds another level to it, honestly. And I think that's when it starts to get into that realm of you need to do something for it. When you're just I don't know, having a rough day, you're just stressed out. It's easy to just play a game, do something like that. But when it comes to actually working for your mental health, because it's something that you really gotta work towards. It's something that you really have to build on. You can't really just be oh, I dealt with it. It's in the past now. I'm good. I'm somebody who gets seasonal depression, and it's something that I'm just now discovering. It's not something that I really knew about to begin with, but it's something that I constantly have to deal with. And I think when it comes to things like that, you just gotta have a system towards it. And if you don't have that system, it just kind of breaks you down. Recently, the reason why I discovered that I have seasonal depression is because of the fact that I was laying in my bed and I woke up and it was raining. I was like, oh my gosh, here goes the gloomy day. We're starting off terrible. I usually go on morning walks now, and I did not go on a morning walk. I was just like, this is stupid. I'm about to stay in my bed. In fact, I did that today too. It just snowed. I'm staying in my bed. And I think when it comes to like things like that, you end up like making things way worse for yourself if you just don't have something to like have in play, because now you're just stuck in bed. At least I was. I was stuck in bed until like 3. I woke up at like 10. I was laying in my bed for 5 hours. Heaven knows what I was doing. I was probably just watching some random anime, like, I don't know, the world's finest assassin got like turned into an aristocrat. probably watching that. But I was like, I'm not getting up. But yeah, I think it's really important that you need to have a system for it.
Yeah. So what's your system?
Right now, I kind of walk. So like the first thing I said, and then I need to start a day off with a win. And I remember that from like way back when I was in high school, and I watched this video. I don't even know what YouTuber it was. It was like, make sure that you like start your day off with a win, so you can like, be prepared for the rest of your day. And I think that's just like so integral, because like if you wake up in a sour mood, you're just going to be in a sour mood for the rest of the day. You don't want to do anything. And it's way more important when you're like depressed to like have that. So I wake up with a win. I like either make my bed, go for a walk, do my morning exercise, or just like read something. And that's like the first thing that I do. The very first moment that I wake up, that's my win. Unless, I'm with my girlfriend, then I'm just like, this is my win. But I think that's something that I just like start my day off with, and then I continue that momentum by like making lists, getting things done. And it's not going to be like a crazy list. It's going to be like 2 things on there. I'm talking like I'm posting something and I'm exercising today. Boom, that's my list. I like those are the 2 things that I'm doing today. And then I think when you have something like that, you can build off of it, or you can like keep it as is. As long as you're constantly like doing something, as long as you're constantly like improving yourself, I think that does way more for your mental health than just like letting it rot, because that's a lot of the time what I did in the past. I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, no, the whole win thing is really a good idea, because I guess I don't really think about it in that sense. When I wake up, I'm not like thinking about, oh yeah, I gotta start this day with a win. But what so I pray every time, I go to sleep, and then every time I wake up, I always pray. So just so I can, ask God to watch over me and, keep my family safe and all that stuff, and start off my day like that. But what I recently started doing is every time I wake up, yeah, I pray, of course, do everything that I need to do. I can't really work out early because, I wake up, because I already wake up early enough to where if I had to wake up early, it'd be like freaking 2 a.m. and I don't really want to do that anymore. So I would love to do that again once I get my schedule in that position. But now what I do is, I wake up, I pray, do what I gotta do, and getting ready for work. Once I get in my car, I pray again before I drive, and then I just put gospel music on, or I put church on, and I just listen to it while I drive. And I usually will listen to either the gospel music or church for majority of my morning, or at least like if I'm listening to the music, it'll be at least until like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and then I move slowly to like non-heathen music, but still, hype music. So, because for me, what that does for me is it starts my mind and my body and my soul right. Instead of me thinking about what I didn't accomplish yesterday, and getting over my head, because us overthinkers, it's a really like it's a it's a downward spiral once we get in our head. So instead of me getting in my head like that and never coming out, it kind of helps me actually just to talk to God. Like I be talking to God my whole ride, bro. I be yelling at this man sometimes. People are like, I have tinted windows so nobody can see me, but like if I go up there my window, they're gonna look at me like, you need to be committed. But
They just turn and they're like,
like
what's this guy doing over here?
but yeah, but I don't know. For me, that's how I start my. That's how I'm starting to start my mornings, and it's been working so far.
Now I got a background noise. You're gonna hear white noise in my video. It's hot as hell in here. I'm probably about to open a fan, or not open a fan, open my window.
Oh yeah, it's snowing out there, bro.
Yeah, I probably will open my window. But are you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think work kind of expands on that mentality a bit, cuz you already have something that you have to like do throughout the day. And I feel like when you're forced to do it, it's kind of like, well, I got to do it anyway. So, like getting up and just like going to work. I see that as a win, cuz there's some people out here, I think that's one thing that you also have to like consider too. There's people out here who are in like way more dire situations than you. Like there's people who are like living in the snow. Like they can't really like escape from it. And I think it's a blessing to just like, actually have that for yourself and like to be inside and like have a home. And I think it's way harder to feel like negative about things when you see things in a positive light. And that does like relate to like your situation and like what you're going through, because like even then you can like say all that and be like, but this still sucks. But I think if you start to think in terms of like positivity and just like the good things that you have going in life, because that's why I say like you need to start with the win, because like that's your positive thing. That's the thing that you're starting off with. If you start off with a positive thing, you can't really feel negative throughout the day. I mean, you can if something bad happens, but like you can't really be like, oh well, I did my positive thing, I'm going right back to my negative, I'm getting right back in bed. Because like why would you do that? You already started off so strong. And I think praying is also like a good thing, where it's kind of like one of those positive things, like you're talking to God and you're like starting off with praise, and that's a good thing. But like if you stay in the negative, that's where you're going to be. You're just going to stay there. And I think routines and systems and like things that you put into place, that's where it starts to defer. Like that's where you start to like actually take care of your stuff properly. And like that even goes with panic attacks, the thing that you're panicking about. Like let's say complete vulnerability here, I have social anxiety. I once had a panic attack about like going to class, and it was awful. But like if you start to think of it in terms of like I don't even have to talk to these people, like I'm good with like my own self and just like doing my own thing, like that's more of a positive spin on it. Like, and things might not even go bad, just like not doubting what's about to happen. I think that's something else that you just kind of have to like have there, because if you start to think about it negatively, it's just going to end up bad for you. And I think that's like something that you just got to keep in mind and like use within your own routines and use within your own thoughts. so you don't like forget the things that you have to do, and like forget the things that like go on with your mental health, because that's also something that just happens to me. Like, I'm not gonna say that I forget I'm depressed, but hell, like it's, you forget that you even have to do something for it, because like it's a day-to-day life and you're like constantly running, and it's hard to like keep track of these things, but you have to. It's one of those things that you like, if you forget it, it's not going to end well.
Yes, and yeah, and nobody wants to be at that place where things go so out of control to the point where you feel like you feel like there's no point in no point in doing anything at all. Because I don't have, like, I don't take medicine for depression because I don't really have it that big. It comes and go. But and I also don't have seasonal depression. But I know I know a thing or two about seasonal depression because somebody I used to know had seasonal depression, and it was I guess I don't know, they had a lot of anxiety stuff, and it was an eye opening for somebody who never really had to deal with it, because now here's this person who at the time, of course my ex, here's this person who I care about, and I want to protect, and I don't want to see them go through pain and stuff like that, but they're dealing with all of this stuff, and I have no way of helping them aside from just being there. I feel like depression, anxiety, it's like all this stuff, it doesn't affect just one person. Yeah, I mean, if of course, if you have it, it affects you more, but also the person who loves you, or your friends, or your boyfriend, your partner, or whatever you want to call them, they're witnessing you go through this stuff, and if they don't know how to, if they don't know how to not fix it, but how to help you go through it, like deal with it, they feel worse too. That is, if they actually care about you. But but yeah, like for me, it was more in a sense where I saw her go through this. Every time the weather changed, like seasonal depression hit, like she'll text me, she'll be like, "Yeah, babe, I'm not going to school." I'm like, "Bro, what you mean you're not going to school? It is what, 9 a.m. Like, don't you got a class like in 10 minutes?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm not going." And at first, just him from there, type up. at first, just hearing her say that, I was kind of aggravated, because I'm like, "Bro, come on, bro, get up, come on, bro, just get up and do it," because that's how I was taught growing up. There's no such thing as depression. So when I heard her, somebody who'd been dealing with this for a long time, and they said that, for me, it felt like, I'm like, "Bro, come on, just get out and do it." Like there's no point in you sitting here, taking medicine and all of this stuff. But I had to learn that it's not that easy. And some, it got to the point, I'm like, okay, I feel like I can't help you, but I want to help you. Just being there for me wasn't enough. I know that sounds selfish, because I had to kind of look at it from her point of view, because, all she needed was somebody there to listen to her, and, and be her more support, and just support her, and just help her with whatever it is that she's, going through. And that's what I found. I was like, okay, so I can't really cure it. I can't really fix it, but I can support you. I can help you. I can encourage you, instead of, telling you just get up and do something. I can actually help walk you through it, and, help you actually do something. And it's okay if you don't do anything. That's what I learned. I can go through a whole long thing, but when I hear about that, my personal life, you don't need to know. Anyway.
Hey, Benny, go as much as you want, man. Like, tell us about it all. In fact, tell us names if you really want to.
Oh no, I'm not dropping it. Nah, bro. I
I
am
can
not
bleep it
dropping.
out, bro.
Nah, I'm not dropping nobody's names, bro.
Good, because that would suck for me. Please don't name drop.
But no, we're not talking about that. But anyway, yeah, no. I feel like a lot of people, especially if they're first getting into depression, and again, side note, we never said this, but we are not expert in any of this stuff that we're talking about. But it's just our stories, our experience, and things that we, yeah, whatever. It's our experience, and we're just sharing it with you guys and just telling you guys things that normally work for us or we encountered in the past. Things that don't work for us that might work for you if you want to try. But yeah, anyway, let's rewind now. I've been winding.
Yeah, all I got is therapy experience. Don't listen to me. Like, this is what my therapist said. Like, I've been through 5 therapists.
Damn, bro.
I think. And that's... Ooh, he's got one. He's got one body. I've got 5.
Damn,
So,
bro.
like...
You were just opening your mouth out there talking to whoever was willing to listen, bro. You weren't loyal at all.
Hey,
It's
if a
guys
stranger
like
on the street asks me, "How are you doing today, bro?" I'm gonna be like, "Listen, man. I got out of bed today. I was really depressed. I'm surprised I'm even here. In fact, that's what's gonna happen when I go to my job. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna be like, guys, I've been feeling really depressed today, but it's gonna be a good day, because I'm open. Like it doesn't matter.
Nah,
to
bro,
me.
you're not. Nah, bro, you're not open, bro. Bro, you're not committed, man. You're not loyal, bro. That is
Bro,
guys
you
like
calling me
you.
loose?
You said what?
You calling me loose, man?
You calling yourself loose? Okay.
I did not come on here onto this podcast to be called loose.
Okay, or maybe you should stop opening your mouth and talking to anybody out there, sharing your life story to any stranger who said hi. I feel like you're so thirsty. You're so thirsty for people to ask you how you're doing.
I am.
And see people. This is how some people may start going to a depression style just by this conversation. Anyway, Colin, if this ever happens to you, bro, let me know. Like if you feel down the next day because of what I said, text me and I'll look at you and I'll be like, get up and go. I got you, bro. I got you.
Bro, I'm gonna turn on the camera and I'm gonna add like another segment to this. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. Cut away, Colin.
Well, this is why I already started some of my drawing because I know I won't be able to draw it. But dang.
Did you lose your train of thought, man?
Anyway.
Man, Colin's gonna be talking for a long time. Like,
Colin is.
This future Colin is gonna be like, I don't even know what's going on here, man.
But anyway, I don't like life. Yeah, give me a minute. I know I did the same thing in the next video, bro. The last video, bro. Why are you opening your mouth? See, this is why I'm talking about, bro. Like, if you see a stranger, just say hi. Okay, you don't have to full on. If they say how you doing, you don't have to full on start talking about, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro.
Well, I'm gonna ask them
haven't
how
seen my
they're
girl.
doing. I want to ask them how they're doing, and if they ask me back, like I reeled them in. Like, I put my little bait on my little hook, and I threw it out there. I cast it, and I'm reeling them in because I got them. They asked me back.
Bro.
Now I'm ready to just unload everything onto them. I'm about to start trauma dumping.
Nah. Honestly, you remind me. This is why we just go off topic, but it's okay. You remind me of this customer I had when I was working at Lowe's back in the olden days. So I was in the outside garden area, chilling, doing my thing, but I didn't want to be there. It was too freaking hot. I had on a hoodie. I didn't really care, but it was busy. I just wanted money. But I had a long line too. So bro came in buying flowers and whatever. Good on him, bro. Do your thing. He looked at me. I looked at him, and of course, I said, "Hey man, what's up? How you doing, bro?" Usually when I tell people, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" They don't really. They just say, yeah, "I'm cool," and leave it at that. But nah, this dude pulled a Colin. I'm gonna let
yeah.
that. I'm gonna let that sit.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna drink my water and let that sit real fast, bro.
Well, while he's drinking his water and letting that sit, I'm about to get back to the topic at hand.
No, this dude
Um,
pulled a Colin, bro. He looked at me. He said, "Bro, I had a bad day. My girlfriend out here, mad at me. Or did he say my girlfriend cheated on me? He said something. He's like, bro." I feel like he said. I feel like he didn't say my girlfriend. I'm like, bro, I just found out my girlfriend cheated on me. Um, yeah, so it hasn't been a good day. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you know me, you know I don't really care, and I'm really blunt. But back then, he was a whole different dude. I got this close just looking at bros and be like, dude, honestly, your girl probably cheated on you because you out here blabbling all your secrets out. Like, come on, man, keep it to yourself. And like, I was so irritated because I'm like, bro, I didn't ask her that. But after he left, after I was, went home, I kind of realized, I'm like, dang, I kind of did though. My man was going through it.
See, that's the toxic masculinity, Vinny.
Bro, I'm saying,
You
bro,
gotta listen to people, man. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Why are you looking at like me? Like why are you looking at me like that?
go.
Like there's nothing wrong with sharing your feelings, Like we were just talking about this. Like you're shaming this man for talking about his feelings. Like this man just got cheated on. Maybe he doesn't have friends to talk to. Maybe you made that man's day. It's the little things that matter, man.
Okay, look,
Like
bro.
I'm looking for my next best friend. If somebody's like willing to listen to me even though they just met me, like that's why I'm going to wear my stuff on my sleeve. I don't care.
I respect that. Now listen up. And this was like 19-year-old Benny. Come down. Come down. This Benny still don't like people. This Benny still don't like people like that. But I don't talk about my feelings because there's certain things I keep to myself, and that's a lot of things. But just because I tell people this, I'm like, hey, look, just because I don't tell you, just because I don't tell you everything about myself, that doesn't mean you can't tell me things about you. I know it's like give, take and give, and or whatever you call it. Because I still, I'll talk to you, you talk to
Give
me.
and take.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you, you talk to me, and stuff like that. But I don't normally talk to people like that. Like I'm good at giving advice. I'm good at listening. But when it comes to my own stuff, I try to figure it out on my own. That's how I grew up. I changed from there, so I'm doing better. But yeah. Especially when I'm having like a really depression mood, I don't talk about it. If my boss asks me about it, because he's a cool dude. If he asks me about it, I just look. I'm like, man, I'm not doing okay, but I'm figuring it out. Well, it's whatever. Unless I give up on life, then I'll look him straight in the face, dude. Unfortunately, I'm here. Unfortunately, I'm alive. So, yay. But, yay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with, using that as your means of like coping as well. Just talking to somebody.
Yeah, no.
I think that's one thing that we negated to talk about actually, just like talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I've had 5 therapists. I'm keen on talking to somebody, so like that's also like a really good way to like manage your depression or your panic attacks. Just like talking to somebody. Because like you probably can't talk to somebody when you're having a panic attack. In fact, you definitely can't talk to somebody when you're having a panic attack. You're literally like hyperventilating. At least I was. So like, learning to calm down and breathe, that's also like, something. But like when you first get into therapy, you're going to like learn different things. You're going to have like different techniques that you could just like have whenever it's something that's like extreme. And that's what they're there for. They're there to teach you techniques, and they're there to talk to you and like talk it through. So like I'm not necessarily like endorsing getting a therapist. Like I could be out here like those YouTubers saying, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, like I could be one of those, but I'm not. Um, I would rather you like talk to the level that you're comfortable at. Cause I have a friend who didn't really want to go to therapy, and he was more comfortable talking to his friends about it. And that's okay. Talk to your friends about it. Talk to your family about it. Talk to your dog about it. Like talk to whoever you want. And I think just like putting it out there into the open space, that means a lot.
Yeah, no. I learned a lot of stuff like in my college life. I feel like maybe a lot of people, at least not well me, I realize that I don't always like talking about my feelings because I don't like, not that I don't like being vulnerable, because I could care less, but it's one of those where I'm like, there's no point. I used to see it as, well, doesn't like I can figure it out. If I can't figure it out, then what's the point of me talking to you for? Especially in therapy, bro. I'm like, I'm not paying nobody money to talk, to sit there and have them listen to me talk. Like, what is this? Rent a best friend, bro? I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not renting a best friend. But anyway, since it was free at school, I did it, and I like it. And like I said on the last couple of videos we made, first time when I came out of therapy, bro, I almost committed suicide. Just right there, in front of in front of the building, just right there.
Well, that definitely got picked up on my mic. That's my little brother, guys.
But yeah, I feel like it's really hard because once you start talking about certain things, like you can't stop. Because once I start talking to my therapist, bro, and plus I liked her, she was cool people. Once I start talking to her, bro, I cannot stop. Like she would have to not even stop me because she wanted me to get everything out. And once she saw a perfect space, she jumped in. She's like, yeah, it looks like our time is up. And I'm like, bro, what you mean our time is up? I'm not paying you to just leave. Like, why are you cheating on me right now? Like, hey.
Bro, you weren't.
Exactly, I won't pay your ad up. But that's beside the point, okay? But, no, like, she really did help me through a lot of stuff. And it felt really reassuring. And, since I don't really like talking to other people like that, I felt safe that I can actually, tell her this stuff and, her actually ask me questions and be attentive to what I'm asking, what I'm talking about. Because usually I feel like when I'm talking to other people, I'm the one who's usually listening. And I just don't really, and they don't really listen to me like that. So I just stop talking to people. But, it's a struggle at first, honestly, and that's like a big thing you have to figure out. Like you say, you have to figure out a way to deal with your depression, deal with your mental health in general, or else whatever happened, it will really be out of your control, and you probably won't like it. I heard stories where some of the, not my friends, but just people I knew who, talked to me about what they were going through. Some of them said they was feeling really like they they were really depressed on a lot of days to where they didn't want to do anything at all. Which again, that's okay. I know a lot of people are so hard on like, well, I didn't do anything this whole day. Like I feel like a failure. Like, bro, no. The fact that you woke up, like yes, you may not have gotten out of the house, but hopefully you got out of bed. Like just breathing yourself, bro. Like that's something. Because you could have just said, hold your breath. That's still something. But I feel like you don't have to do anything to to have a good day. Like, I had days where I was depressed and I didn't want to do crap at all. And that's exactly what I did. I woke up, sat in my bed for like 1 hour. Then I wanted to move around, got up, moved around, moved to the couch, turned on the TV and just didn't watch it. And just fell asleep again. But I didn't go to school or nothing like that. But for me, that's what I needed at that time. I needed to actually just shut down and let my brain go through what it was going through, process whatever information it wanted to process in a quiet settings that I chose. And then the next day, I got up and I started doing whatever. I counted it as a productive day because at least I got up. I could have just stayed in bed and just be like, bro, I'm not getting out from this spot right here, even if I'm hungry. So I feel like you just count the little things that you do. Because it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to go work out for you to feel like you've done something productive. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to read it if you didn't want to. Like turning on TV, bro, on a day where you don't feel like dying or you feel like everything is against you. Like the fact that you can just grab a remote and just turn on the TV and laugh a little bit, that's something. And I'm speaking from experience, but yeah, like, those are still considered small wins, because small wins leads to big wins, and big wins leads to bigger wins. It's just, how it is, Y'all got this. And if y'all need help, if you need somebody to get you out, bro, go ahead and hit me up. DM me, bro, because I will be out there, bro. Don't give me a location, but if you want, you can go ahead and do that too, but,
How are they going to DM you, Benny?
in the comments.
That's not a DM. That's a comment.
Okay, on my Instagram. Yeah.
Where's your Instagram at, Benny?
Bro, it's at the bottom, bro.
Link to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. DM me, bro. Be like, ayo, my polo, ayo, African boy, bro. Just like, hey. We all just need somebody to talk to. Even if we don't think we do.
And on that note, bro, it's time to end the video. Thank you for coming, guys. Once again, we really appreciate you. You could have gone anywhere. You could have listened to anything, and you decided to come here.
I don't know why.
Cool. I'm excited to build this community and see all the comments, and thank you for coming.
Yeah, appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Don't be afraid to reach out. And hey, remember, we're all a family. We're just gonna create one community where we can speak about our feelings. It don't matter if you're a girl, it don't matter if you're a boy, it don't matter if your pronoun is they, them, bro. We're all going through life, and we're all going to need somebody to talk to about the things that we're going through, because depression, anxiety, and all of this stuff is really, that's all I got. But like I said, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Deuce.